Hello, fire signs. Welcome to your daily focus tarot for Friday. So, we have Two of Wands in the reverse. Now, this is a card of progress and planning when it's in the upright. It's a card of opening a doorway, finding your path, and having that vision to find your path. So, when it's in the reverse, it can mean that you're stunted in your growth. You're not finding your way. You're blocked from seeing something. You're blocked from visualizing the future. You have a fear of unknown. It could mean a lack of planning as well. So the odd thing, I couldn't get clarification from the Druidcraft or from the Ethereal Visions, which means this is something really serious. This being blocked, this, to me, this is more about being blocked, not being able to see your way forward, not being able to find that doorway, that path that's right for you. And so I asked the Weird Cat Tarot, and I did shuffle this deck like multiple times after I got it, and I know none of them were in order. We have Six of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles as a clarifier. So Six of Pentacles is having a balance between that giving and receiving, a balance between like empathy and kindness and generosity. It's about harvesting your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, and the way that you go about doing that. So in a way, it's kind of like justice, and it's kind of like karma. It's needing to have that balance. So you're not having that balance when it comes to finding your pathway. You're not having that balance in terms of physical things in your life, material things in your life. This could be hoarding. It could be, overworking in some cases. Seven of Pentacles, this is talking about having long-term sustainable results. It's talking about the ability to harvest and get your reward, and that's a harvest in terms of physical things. You see these strawberries here, they're food, they're a treat, because they're so delicious. But if you're not having that, if you're having trouble finding the path to long-term sustainability in terms of what you want in the material realm, in the physical realm, this is a problem. And that's what these Six and Seven of Pentacles, these are talking about. They're talking about you need that balance. You need to figure out your path and make a vision for yourself, make a plan for yourself in order to have balance, to not overwork, to not overspend, to not, party hardy all the time either. You don't want to overwork, but you don't want to party hardy, right? You want to have this balance. You want to have this ability to do what you're doing long term so that you can reap all these rewards. And that's where your vision, your planning comes in. But you're not having that. You're stagnant right now. You're having a lack of planning that you need to overcome. The other card that came out for you with this Two of Wands, this vision for your future being in the reverse, this lack of a path for your future. The other card that came out, there were three that actually came out at the same time. There was Ten of Pentacles, which it can talk about leaving a legacy. You've got loyalty here with this dog. You've got two generations, one older and one younger. So that's how it talks about legacy. But it also talks about being able to provide for yourself into the future, like long into the future. If this is you in your younger years and this is you in your older years, you notice that the colors from the earth, from passion, from impulsiveness and creativity, change to the colors for spirituality, for all encompassing, for higher knowledge. So if you want to be able to care for yourself in the future, you need to make a change. And this is going to be a fast change that's going to promote your creative growth, and it's going to help you in the long term. Now, Five of Swords, I should look this up to make sure I'm not missing anything. Sorry, I'm not used to every card in reverse yet. I do read reverses, but 9 times out of 10 I don't get cards in the reverse, so they're still kind of new to me. So in the upright, this is talking about defeat. It's talking about tension and conflict because of selfishness. So it can be talking about, entitlement and winning at all costs, and feeling like the win is what's important, and not the journey, not the battle, not the improvement of skills, not the self-improvement. Only the win is important here when this is in the upright. So when it's in the reverse, it's talking about remorse or regret following a defeat. It can also be talking about understanding why you were defeated, and therefore you get a resolution. You make amends. You forgive the person who caused you this loss, caused you this pain. You're working through it. So that's what it means in the reverse. And this fast change could cause you to be working through whatever this is that has to do with satisfaction in the material world, has to do with loyalty, has to do with a legacy that you wanted to leave for somebody, or that you wanted to have for yourself, right? It's talking about really sitting down, because you can see, even in the reverse, you can see he's really sitting down and he's thinking about it. He's thinking really hard about what's happened and why it happened. You have to know the why, right? So thinking about things can bring about a fast change. It can bring about understanding, and it can bring about this new beginning that you're wanting, this vision that you have for yourself in the future that you haven't been able to move forward with it. But if you stop and think about it, if you stop and you get that balance, and you get that vision for how to sustain it long term, you can move forward with this pretty quickly, because we have the Queen of Wands, we have Ten of Wands, Four of Pentacles, which is also a card about balance, Two of Swords, a card about change, High Priestess, using your higher knowledge, Temperance, a card about balance, Lovers, a choice between two things. So you're trying to balance, and you're trying to choose between two things. You can't have them both in this situation. You need to have this balance. And then we've got Ace of Pentacles. So once you get this balance, once you make this choice towards having balance, towards using your higher knowledge to make the decision to find this balance, you're dropping, these Ten of Wands. You're using this Queen of Wands, this strength, this ability to transform and have this beautiful vision for your life. But you really need the balance. You really need this long-term sustainability and not short-term gains. not short term, oh, I can gain a lot in just a few minutes if I do this, but it's putting everything else out of balance. No, that's not the way to do it. You really need to focus in the long term. Okay? It doesn't matter what short-term gains you get. You're going to lose those if you're not careful. So focus on the long term. Focus on the sustainable. Okay? Have a great Friday. I'll see you tomorrow.